Alrighty, so once again everybody, welcome to our afternoon session if you're just joining us. My name is Gil, you heard from Lauren a little bit earlier, and you're actually going to hear from some of the viewers and subscribers that are following this series step by step, who have already taken action, and it's pretty cool. Even without a formal website, just with some of the previous marketing tips that we shared, they're actually getting their very first paying clients or paying customers here online. So I'm excited to share about that. But once again, welcome to the afternoon sessions that we do here daily. These are divided into two parts. If it's your first time joining us, the first component or the first half of these sessions are catered directly to our business, our entrepreneurs, and our group coaching students, the ones that follow along step by step. They do have the ability to email, send in their action items, have it reviewed, and that way we can be very specific and hone in on what they need to do exactly to be able to move those particular campaigns forward. So, a couple things. There should be a little pop-up window here up above, or if you're watching the YouTube channel or this blog post on somebody's website, there will be contact information that you will see there so that you can not only get in touch with us directly, but you'll also be able to speak with somebody there locally in your area who can help you get started and is actively participating in this daily series. This webinar series is put together so that you have direct access to us, where you can ask your questions live and get them answered. Second, I am recreating and building step by step a website from the ground up that generated a little over 20,000 for us right here on the internet. I am a full-time real estate investor and a marketer myself here in the online space, and that's how I make a living. So pretty excited. If you guys see the screen, I'm going to take you through a really fast recap. Okay, a really fast recap of what we've covered so far and what we're going to tackle on this particular web series today. So I gave you guys a nice little background on the websites and blogging business model that we are going to what we're going to build out here on this particular series. We've got some goals and metrics in place where we want to generate 1,000 subscribers. Okay. We walked you through a series of questions and step-by-step process on how you can formulate your market. Okay. We also talked about common mistakes that people made as they're getting started in the internet and how you can avoid those. All right. Ultimately, we got to the point where, now that we understand how this whole internet marketing will work and how the website is going to be built out and designed, now it comes down to branding. Okay. Because some of you, majority of you guys, don't have your own company, your own product or service. You're just getting started making money on the internet, which is fine, right? Affiliate marketing, you don't need your product, your own company, your own service. There's all that stuff is out there. You just have to do some marketing to put that product in front of the person that's looking to buy. And when that person purchases, you generate an online sale, an affiliate commission, a referral fee, a marketing fee. Call it what you want. Tomato, tomato. Either way, at the end of the day, you're making money online. Okay, so we talked about branding, how that applies to your company, your business, and how to build those out. We also talked about really cool marketing campaigns that continue to do well even to this date. And eventually got to the point where, okay, now that we know what the branding and how to come up with a name for our own particular website, we get to the inevitable part of building the blog, right? And I'm so excited about this because now we get to put pen to paper on the technical side, okay? Actually building the blog from the ground up. Now, I'm going to be talking about how to buy a domain name, how to get your hosting account set up, and how to connect that hosting account to your particular website or your domain name. Okay, and there are two main domain or hosting accounts that I talk about. My personal favorite and my preference, I'm leaning towards Bluehost on this one. There will be links in the resources section to any websites, any vendors, any tools and resources that we talk about or feature or use. Okay, and the best practice there is to go ahead and watch this video in entirety first, so that you get an idea of what's going on, and then you can open some of the links based on the post. There will be links around this blog post or in the description. Click those and then follow along in the video series step by step as I walk you through it. Okay, but we have made some, I would say, phenomenal leaps and bounds. There is a YouTube channel that we are putting together that shares how you can follow along on this particular web series. And just to clarify, we're still building we're building this step by step. I'm recreating it from scratch, right? So if you come across a YouTube channel, it's not going to be very fancy, but definitely does the job. We do have some members that have been looking for the replays, okay? So I'm going to touch on a little bit on the replays. When you go click on this webinar link prior to or after our broadcast, okay, you will end up viewing or landing on the replay. So if you log in before 12 noon Pacific time or after 1 p.m. Pacific time, what you will see is the most recent replay, raw, uncut, a collection of those replays playing out one after the other. Okay, so you can go ahead and check out the YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, that way you get informed of when these replays go live and when they are available. I have to switch keyboards here for a second, and I will put up where you can access and how this is going to work. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be producing and creating the walkthrough videos. Don't worry, we got this. If you're brand new, you will make it and it will be okay. So I'm going to put those in the notes section of our little chat box and send an email blast here to the group, okay? But in the YouTube channel, all right, you have a collection of our video replays that are on there, of the live noon session. Raw, uncut, whatever we went through or covered in that session, you're going to see those replays, okay? Now, if you're watching this on a blog post, then they have been edited or at least segmented depending on what the blog post is going to be about. So it's zeroed in on specific topics, and it will also have the notes, the templates, the questionnaires, and the swipe files or information that you can copy paste, add in your own company info, and start marketing, right? Because, for example, I created a marketing piece on how to come up with a video, and you just fill in the blanks, and now you can start producing your video instead of spending a few hours or all day racking your brains on how to create your very first video promoting your business, right? It's literally, my business is X, we provide X service, and you just have to fill in the blanks and how it applies to you and your industry, niche, or company or service. Okay, because some of you already have your own companies, products, and services that you can promote. Now, I've also, and I worked on this throughout the weekend, so part of my weekend was helping to build out these videos on how you can all set this up step by step. So each slide that I talk about today, will actually feature and have a walkthrough video. Okay, so that way you can follow along step by step. Some of our subscribers, I have one subscriber I'm going to bring on this session today that's already been able to generate their first 2 customers online, and I'm absolutely stoked and excited about that. I mean, they don't even have a website up yet. Okay. And you're wondering how they did that, I'll talk more. We'll break that down here for you guys in a bit. But today's segment, okay, as promised, we're going to be talking about how to buy a domain name. We'll start with that first, okay? 1 second. Here we go. I actually deleted it. So let's start off with how to buy a domain name. Now, a couple of notes and good piece of information when buying your very first domain name. All right. Can you guys still see that okay? Lauren, good to go?
Yep, good to go.
Awesome. Okay. So when it comes to buying a domain name, guys, the first thing you need to assess is a couple of things, given your situation, right? How strong are your technical skills? I don't come from a website IT background. I basically had to learn some of these things, watching other videos, buying courses, and more hands-on type of learning. So if you're starting from scratch, that's okay. The videos are here for you. Don't worry. Right? Now, how much money can you budget to building a blog? Because some of you are already business owners, or you have some money saved up that you were looking to invest in starting up your very first income producing project or business or whatever entrepreneurship endeavor. So figure out what your budget is so that you can hire a technical person or a developer on your staff that you'll simply need to know who needs to know what you want designed, and you'll give them that that concept, that idea, the layout, so that they can go ahead and build it out for you, right? Now that said, there are two expenses that are small, okay, associated with building out your income producing website. They are small and unavoidable. Okay, so the first thing that you're definitely going to need is a domain. Now, a domain is an address for your website. For example, okay, the website that we're going to be building out of is howtomakemoneyonline.gpc.com. That's the website that I just bought over the weekend. I just got it connected to my hosting account, so I am building this thing from the ground up, with right along side by side with you guys in the trenches. Okay, and this domain cost me under $10 per year. Okay. And there is a recommendation. Again, it will be in the resources who I purchased it from. The second thing that you will need is a hosting account. Okay, a hosting account. The hosting account is where you're going to place your files, HTML pages, video, images for your website to go ahead and call home or reside in. Right now, when somebody puts your domain address in their website browser, the browser will fetch your website files from your hosting account and display them on the website. Right, so give you a little bit of a background on how this works. For those of you that already know this, fantastic, you're good to go. Right now, low-end hosting can cost about around $100 a year. There are vendors that will do it for less. I do give you some tips on where you can find these and how to get some discounts and promos. Okay, and you can purchase from any company. I use Bluehost. Right, for beginning bloggers, low-end hosting will be enough. But for you larger companies, the one that's part of Lauren's group coaching for the business owners and the professionals, you may need a higher hosting package based on the volume of traffic. So for example, if you have about 10,000 visitors a month or more, as a rule of thumb, you should look at premium hosting. There is a premium hosting account that I mention here in this YouTube channel, okay? In this YouTube post, so that you know what your options are, okay? Domain web hosting account. It's going to be in that particular quick video for you, okay? Then there's also sites like Rackspace, for example, all right? And those are the two, small, but it is unavoidable. You will need to have them, right? If you've got a corner store, you need to have a location. There's got to be a building for you to be able to set up shop and start selling your products at the local corner store or on a high traffic intersection. So we're going to start to build out our little corner store here, except on the internet, and we're going to need a domain and hosting. All right, moving on here. Now, buying a domain name, this is a little bit small, so I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see the font. I have whittled it down, but definitely heavy on the info side on this one, so definitely important I make sure you guys get this. With regards to the technical side of building out your website and the heavy lifting there, okay? There are ways where, for example, installing WordPress on your hosting. So you can outsource that if you're looking to outsource that, because some of you guys are just looking for somebody else to do it. Done for you solution, okay? You can get some help. Or we'll have, this is where the tech side come in, pointing your domain to a host and ultimately installing your web theme. Okay, installing your particular web theme. If you've never done this before, that is okay. It can be confusing, but just follow the video series step by step. Okay, if you want to try installing WordPress, nowadays they actually offer one-click solutions with your hosting account. And we give you some options on which hosting account offers the one-click solution, so that in under 5 minutes you can connect your hosting account to your domain name and install WordPress at the click of a button. 5 minutes under, 15 minutes tops, right? If you have trouble, call customer support, and that is one of the main components and criteria that we set on purchasing a hosting account why we pick these vendors. First and foremost, it's because of the excellent customer service. They will hold your hand and walk you through it step by step. So absolutely love that. Now, if you are a technical person and understand file transfer protocols, for example, then just use the WordPress install button on there. You guys will find it. You know where it is. Easy to apply. Okay. Now, what will you need if you decide to outsource this to somebody else, right? Let's say you find somebody online, or you check the resources page and there's some good vendors there that you can contact, get some quotes before you officially make the purchase. They will need your login information for your domain register. Okay? GoDaddy, Bluehost, HostGator, whoever it is you're using. And they'll also need the login information account for your hosting accounts. So for domain and your hosting account. They will need that so that they can sync up and get your account set up. Okay? Ask your technical person to do the following. Okay? Point the domain to your hosting account, install WordPress on the account, and install your theme. Okay? Once the work is complete, go ahead and ask them to send you the login username and password, okay, to your WordPress administration panel. And once again, guys, do not worry. For those of you that were looking for the walkthrough video on this, okay, we do have that here in how to connect your domain and web hosting account. Literally walks you through everything step by step on how you can do this yourself. And if you're outsourcing it to somebody else and maybe, you know, they're not sure how to do it, in our resources page, we'll recommend people that are already doing this every day for you. But let's say you outsource it to your 7-year-old, they can watch the video and follow along step by step. So we're okay there. Okay, and consider changing the password after they've done, they've completed the work for you. Consider changing the password to your hosting account, to your domain account, and your WordPress admin login. Mostly for security purposes. If anything goes wrong, the last thing you want to do is have a list of 100 people that have access to your username and passwords trying to pinpoint who did what or who tinkered with the settings, right? So do change your password for security reasons. And as I said, basic installation takes a few minutes, no more than an hour. All right, no more than an hour, even if you're doing everything manually, not doing the one button, push button installation, which some of these vendors offer as part of their service. Okay. In a later setup, we are going to talk more about installing plugins on your WordPress blog. And if you aren't technical, again, you might want to ask a technical person to knock this out as well. But check the walkthrough videos first, because I am comfortable and confident that these walkthrough videos will help get your very first website set up and started. And I think you'd be pretty surprised. Nice little medal and star there for completing it there yourself. Everybody following along so far so good? Lauren, any clarifications to this? Pretty straightforward stuff, but just in case, you as a business owner representing that side of our subscriber and membership, any questions or clarifications that I can do here?
Nope, everything's good. You did mention that you were going to zoom in on that, and I didn't see it zoomed, but, you know, what you explained is fine.
Got it. Okay, perfect. So, maybe my internet might have needed to refresh there for a second, but yeah, let's continue, right? So, getting a hosting account. So, there is a video here on getting a hosting account, right? How to buy a web hosting account with some recommendations on here. So walkthrough video has been prepared for you. You guys can check that out. Now, what are a few key things to remember when shopping for a hosting account, and what is a hosting account for those of you that are brand new? When you purchase a hosting plan, your account will need to be set up before you can upload a website and make it live, right? So with GoDaddy or Bluehost, it does include creating a file transfer protocol, or FTP, okay, and getting your domain's name server, or DNS. That video on YouTube that I made for you guys has all the technical info, where to find it in your email, what it looks like. It's very robust, and again, quick little videos so that you can get it set up and up and running for yourself. Okay. So, A hosting account will share server space and resources with other accounts, just so you know. But these shared hosting services allow for the added benefit of server maintenance and ease of use. And again, nowadays, guys, these companies that we're using provide fantastic customer support. Even if you are brand new and have no background on the internet or building websites. Or IT. We have some people that are IT based, so they get this stuff all, it's like, oh, they get it. No problems on their end. Now, the account will help you manage your website, okay? So your settings, your content, your databases, your web statistics, that's information that you will find inside of your hosting account, and that's where everything is going to be stored nicely for you to access. As if you needed to be told this again, be sure to pick a good password for your account, okay? You don't need anyone manipulating or abusing your hosting account, all right? That's like giving somebody the keys to your corner store and giving it to a random stranger. Okay, they could be shady, they could be on the up and up, who knows? But basically, you want to make sure that that username and password is secure, and you change it if you're going to outsource this to somebody else who's going to do it for you. Okay, now a hosting account setup can take a while, right? Up to an hour for those of you that are doing it manually. That is okay. That's normal. Don't panic. All right. Just be patient and keep an eye out for your account creation confirmation, usually sent via email. There is a screenshot on your on that confirmation email on what pieces of information you will need to take note of. All right. Cool. Now, a hosting account can be used to add subdomains, upload files to your website, and to create this online world that your soon-to-be customers and subscribers will navigate. All right, and we're going to make these improvements as we go along so that we can hit not only the technical and the objective metrics for the website, but the income goals that we're looking to hit and achieve as well. Okay, so I'm going to take a minute. Some of you guys, the internet's going to need to refresh. I've been changing some browsers and slides on here, so we'll give that one a second. In the meantime, I'm going to check in here with the group, see if there's any comments, feedback, questions, clarifications, violent reactions that might have popped up on here that we need to address. If you're just joining us, fantastic. Welcome. Thank you. And take some good notes. All right. There are detailed walkthrough videos provided here in a sequence for you to follow along step by step. And another item. If you are looking for your bonuses for signing up for this web series, we gave out a complimentary membership to our Affiliate Profits membership site. If you haven't, you should actually get it instantaneously, or a few minutes after you register for this webinar series. Do check your spam or your junk mail folder. Okay. I tested it myself over the weekend, and mine went to my spam folder, the other went to the inbox. So yours might be in the spam folder, but if you are looking for it or you haven't gotten it, let us know so that we can point you in the right direction and get that set up. Or at least make sure you have that so you can create your account and start accessing the Affiliate Marketing 101 training series there. Okay? All right, let us continue here. Now, purchasing your domain name. There are advantages to creating a completely new domain name. A couple people were sending in clarifications on, hey, we already have a domain name. I talked to Lauren about, we already have an existing website name. That's okay. There are advantages to creating a completely new domain name. And if the domain is already owned, okay, there may be some extra work involved, but that's all right too. You may have to change some things in your WordPress background. Don't worry about it. If you don't have a domain name, go through the series on how to come up with your name, which is a video post that we had created as well, so that you can start purchasing your domain name. All right. Domain names can be appraised. All right. Your website can be appraised, and services will usually act as a middleman between the original owners and potential buyers, with some added commissions and fees, of course. That's what I love about doing business virtually and online is even, when done correctly, 30, 60, 90, 180 days from now, when you build out these digital assets in your website, right, you do have the ability to flip them, sell them for a fee, rent out ad space, and do a whole bunch of other creative and cool stuff with it. right? I like to use Namecheap.com. There's going to be a banner on here in the link, so you can check them out. In the meantime, watch this video in entirety first. All right. But ultimately, you know, they all end up pretty much the same. What you want to make sure is that the hosting plans are secure and they have unlimited bandwidth. All right, that they have unlimited bandwidth, because not all of them do. We do recommend that you register the domain name for over 12 months. A couple of reasons why. The biggest is because Google actually perceives, or it's believed, right, that if the registration is beyond 12 months, then it triggers Google's algorithm saying, hey, this is an authority website. They are in business long term, right? Like when you sign up for a lease for an office building or an office space, you know, committing to 5 years as opposed to 1 year tells that landlord a lot. And with your business plan and your business model, again, budget it accordingly. If the 24, the 36 months or 4 plus 5 years is out of the budget, or you know, there are some things you might have to knock off or remove off of that checklist of items to purchase to make room, then, you know, go with whatever fits in your particular budget. If it does fit the marketing budget and it's not going to break the bank, go for a 2, 3 year, 4, or 5 year registration when you purchase your particular domain name. Okay, now the domain name is just the beginning of your path towards web authority, all right, but it is a vital step in the process. So choose wisely and make sure that you have spell checked it, you've checked the grammar and punctuation, if there's any, you know, changes that need to be made, and that you are in fact buying the domain name that you are looking to purchase before you hit the buy button. Okay, I can tell you there's been a whole bunch of times where I've purchased a domain name and I've missed a letter, or I've forgotten to include a dash somewhere or a location. So just double check to be sure. Alright? Now, building the blog. We'll talk about WordPress. That's going to be the main site we are building it off of, and here's why. Okay, WordPress is my personal favorite. It helped out of all the different platforms when I first got started here on the internet. WordPress was the easiest to pick up on, and moving forward, because of all the users and the open marketplace, and Google loves their format, and it's you can build it out to be very SEO friendly, WordPress tops the chart here for us, and that it's often just referred to as WP. Okay, it integrates easily with tons and tons of optimized widgets, plugins, and themes. And that's going to be crucial as we build out and launch our website. Right? It's got wide-ranging capabilities, and you know, that's pretty cool. We like to use WordPress because it's wide-ranging capabilities and it's extremely simple user interface. All right, there's no real coding knowledge that's needed, and yet WordPress does give websites a nice look, clean, professional. And a nice sophistication about it that other platforms and websites just don't, right? And if you haven't heard it from me, you know, over and over again, very easy to pick up on. Bluehost.com, for example, makes it very easy and even gives WordPress users some additional TLC, right? Their customer support loves that. Installation is basically one click. This video here in the channel will show you how to install it. And if you're watching this particular blog post, guys, there will be a link to the YouTube channel that houses all these particular videos and playlists. So if you're on Lauren's subscribers list, she's going to have these series of videos on there step by step that you can follow along in greater detail. Alright, so don't worry, it's going to pop up on there on the site as we launch it. Also, most media hosting services like Bluehost or actually HostGator have Fantastico. It's a commercial script library that automates web application installation. Essentially, it's the same one-click capability, allowing WordPress to be installed without much effort at all. All right. Now, what if you don't want to deal with the WordPress installation yourself? That is okay. In our resources page, we're going to have a list of vendors who will help you install and get your site up and running for just a handful of bucks, right? No, it's not going to cost $100. It shouldn't for this quality and this level of expertise and workload, all right? Okay, we're approaching our last slide here. Now, configuring WordPress. All right, so configuring WordPress, again, simple. For smooth operation, it's actually, again, super simple. Most web hosting companies offer a very usable, user-friendly interface called the cPanel or the control panel. In the walkthrough videos, it shows you step by step on how you can access and what your control panel will look like. I like for it when the tutorial video I'm watching has the exact same, the screen on there so that I can make sure I'm on the right page, I'm clicking the right things, and I can follow along step by step. Get used to or start calling customer support. They will become your best friend. I know they are mine, right? If you aren't sure exactly with what you have, what you're looking at, or about to click, call the hosting provider's customer service line and tell them that you need a database for your WordPress site, or that you are stuck on a certain item, or let them know what outcome and goal you are looking for. So if you're looking to set up this plugin or get this installation on your hosting account to link with this domain name, okay? Or if you wanted to change your permalinks or your tags, or how to move this to that in your control panel, call customer support. They are fantastic, especially with the resources and vendors that we mention in the video and in this particular blog post. All right, so building the blog, those are the main components associated with building the blog, and the main videos and action items that we're going to be working with, or that you should be doing here today, or whenever you do watch this. Purchase your domain name, okay? Get your hosting account set up. Those are two small and inevitable costs to do business online here on the internet. And connect your domain name to your web hosting account and install WordPress, okay, to your particular hosting account, and get your website opened. Okay, so let me show you quickly where you're going to find these walkthrough videos. They will be in the video replays. Okay, as part of this YouTube channel and series, there's going to be linked to those, so you can go ahead and check those out. Or they may already be on a blog post that you're watching specifically on this website that you're on right now. You'll be able to watch these videos and follow along step by step. So I talked a little bit about domain name hosting. So that's going to be a 3-minute video, and then the following video after that is going to be how to buy your domain name and the complete walkthrough video. So that's going to be the format as we update this and move it forward. Okay, any questions so far from Lauren, your side with our business and group coaching clients? Any clarifications?
Nope, everything's good to go. Very good and self-explanatory.
Awesome. All right, so glad to hear that it's pretty clear, pretty straightforward, and get this all set up. All right, get this all set up. Now I've gotten mine set up. I worked on it, here as part of these videos. And tomorrow we're actually going to be touching on a few key things. I'll talk a little bit about what we're going to cover tomorrow. But before we do that, I did want to have somebody jump on here. One of our subscribers, one of our members that's a part of the accountability group. What is accountability group? An accountability group is a group of like-minded individuals going for, heading in the right direction, and it's like a workout partner. All right, so it helps get the job done. It helps having somebody that you can go to the gym with, on days where you're feeling a little bit slow, to help get you motivated and to bounce ideas off of. Ultimately, it's to get things done. Okay, it's to get things done. So, Steve, do a mic test for us real quick, and I want to pick your brain here because you've got some exciting news for us, don't you?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Fantastic. So, let me, okay, well, I'm going to update a few things here on the back end, but what's the exciting piece of news and information you wanted to share with the group? Now, you're not an internet marketing expert. I want to make sure that's clear. People sometimes get confused when we feature members on these sessions. but you are joining us step by step as you build out your income-producing website, correct?
Yes.
So what's the latest, what's happened for you here over the weekend? Is it in the last 24 hours? What's going on?
Yeah. Well, last week, like you said, I've been following along, doing just step by step, watching the live sessions and the replays. And so off what I was doing yesterday, I got a few leads that came in over the weekend.
Okay.
So this morning, I got a chance to speak with two of the leads. Okay, spoke to two people that were, interested, and I was able to bring on two clients into my business, make two sales this morning off the two that I was able to get contact with. So I was really excited. I mean, I called you earlier.
You did, you called me absolutely stoked and excited, barely could catch your breath there. So that was pretty cool. But so you've already, you've gotten your first two paying customers, your two paying clients, which is fantastic. We haven't even, formally launched the website yet. I don't even, have you gotten, do you even have a website, or where are you in the process?
No, I haven't started on, I was going to this weekend, but I just didn't get around to it.
Okay.
This is off like the YouTube and the image optimization that you were talking about yesterday. That's where I got the clients from.
Nice. So no website yet, and yet it's already producing producing an income there for you. Fantastic. Now, what are we going to be tackling? So first and foremost, go through the YouTube videos that we've set up so that you can have your website up and running as we move forward in this series. And you definitely want to get those set up, because here's what we're going to be talking about. Now that you've installed WordPress, and I've given you guys a background on how to understand some of these technical terms and common terms that's going to pop up as we delve deeper into our internet marketing niche and project, right? We're going to be tomorrow, right, or throughout this week, we're going to now have a website that we can put some meat on the bones. So I'm going to share with you guys what WordPress theme I'm using, that I used to help build that website that produced over 20,000 here recently. So we're going to talk about the website theme, the layout. Okay, how to configure your theme. I'm going to be talking about WordPress plugins. That's going to be really important. When it comes to plugins, guys, there's a nice little balance of good plugins and bad plugins. Like with any campaign that you launch out there, there's always a good and a bad. Too many plugins slows down your load times, and if the site can't load, subscribers, people will bounce off to the next site or close the window. So I'm going to be talking about WordPress plugins, and then I'm going to help build out the main sections of your website, which is creating your About Us page, creating the terms of service, the privacy policy, and trademarking your site name. So a little bit about that, all right? How to get tracking phone numbers for your website. You don't want to be giving up your personal phone number. Ask me how I know, all right? But how you can have a phone number on your website to encourage people to call in. Now, we are building out this digital asset. There's different ways you can take it. Some of you are interested in building out a website that is income producing, that does not require you to get on the phone. Alright, so there is a component that we're going to be building out, but some of you offer customer support. Some of you need to talk to your customers or clients directly. Alright, if you are in the financial services or retirement niche, you will have to talk to your client. That is a conversation you will have to have, right? So you will need a phone number on there. So I'm going to talk about tracking numbers, where to get it, and I'm also going to talk about how you can start to prime the pump with bad ads from big companies. So that's going to be a pretty fun segment that we'll show with you guys. We're going to expand on the social aspect that Lauren talked about last week, and how you're going to integrate that with your website. Okay, so action-packed week this week. If you are just joining us, you're catching us at the very end of another awesome session. But let me go ahead and touch base here with the group to make sure we did not miss anything before we jump off of our live session here. Lauren, anything on your end to clarify? What can we look forward to for you from you tomorrow? You're going to go over the advanced strategies, but anything else that you've got on the horizon here for us?
Yeah, for sure. What we're doing this week is videos and learning. One, it ties into the branding that you hit on last time, and then going also back into the whole, since my aspect is getting your existing or new business found online, and video is 100% a key component of that. So yes, I'm sure that you're not overly excited for a lot of people to go out and shoot videos, but unfortunately it's just, a bullet you're going to have to take in order to transition your business and expand it into greater potential online.
Fantastic. And guys, with regards to producing video, again, it took me 2 years before I was comfortable, standing in front of the camera or sitting in front of a camera. That is okay, right? When you first get started out, you can have it a PowerPoint format, and there are some really cool, nifty tools that I'm going to share with you guys that are literally dirt cheap, that produce high-quality videos. They make it look like it's a formal, commercial, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to continue to build out this particular blog. Now we do have a website, guys. I'm going to show you my website here in a second. Doesn't look like much right now, sure, but give me another few days on here, and it's going to look fantastic. But most importantly, this website is going to be income producing. How to... Somebody here texted, Gil, on the video series, you said you did those videos on the weekend. You're wearing another orange shirt. Have you locked yourself up in a room just making the videos? Thank you for your concern. And fortunately, I did not have to lock myself in a room and not have changed or anything yet. For the purpose of this series and to have some sort of continuity, I am wearing another orange t-shirt on here, since I broke down the background and give a little bit of a how-to or overview on how to buy a domain name, why it's important, things like that, so that we can all get up to speed and speak the same language. And that's going to be a separate video from the actual how-to video, right? So that way you're not looking at two different colors and throw you off. But this is the website blog that I've put together, all right? As you can see, there's nothing on there. I just, this went live March 29, guys, like 2 days ago. So if you're just catching this series, you can still make it. You can still make it. Truth be told, you can watch all of the how-to videos in less than a day, and you'll get caught up to speed. So we're going to talk more. We've got our action items tonight from Lauren. We're going to continue to build out the blog tomorrow, and we'll see you on the next live session. If you are interested in making money online on the internet, have a website that is income producing for your company, product, service, or if you are just getting started and don't have a company or product or service, we'll talk about affiliate marketing. You don't need to have a product or service. In fact, in this particular website that I'll be building out for you guys, I am going to be focusing on other people's products, services, and companies. So I'm not going to be offering anything in-house to start. We're doing this from like ground zero, and I'm absolutely excited about that. So we'll see you guys on the next live session. Once again, you got hopefully you got my update earlier on how to plug into the live sessions and how to watch the video replays. Okay. In the meantime, let me go ahead and segue here. Steve, you've got your action item to get the blog going. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to do just what you said and go through all the videos and get caught up today.
Awesome, fantastic. Lauren, you already have a blog site and all that stuff, so you're more, you're waiting until we get to that part with the website layout and all that good stuff. But any last questions, comments, and final goodbyes here as we jump off the live session?
Yeah, no biggies on anything. Yeah, just very excited to where, you're taking us, as well as, the future stuff that I'm talking about too. So it's all looking good.
Excellent, excellent. So thanks, guys. My name is Gil. There will be a pop-up window on how you can subscribe and get on our list. That way you stay on top of the latest updates, tips, strategies, but most importantly, additional live training sessions that we have. If you can't make, you won't be able to make all of them unless you're already full-time, doing whatever it is you want, but we do have additional times available as well. If you are interested in getting started, jumping on board, making some money online, or hunkering down and being a part of an accountability group, a group of people that is building this thing step by step, you get a good workout partner, you get your questions answered and preferred access. There will be contact information here, how you can get in touch with me directly, or if you're watching this on a YouTube channel or a blog post, there will be contact information on there for you. Make the phone call, send the email, get yourself out of the rat race. My name is Gil. Thank you for checking out our session today, and we'll see you first thing tomorrow at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Bye-bye.